He's driving and he sees a homeless guy in some army fatigues. Like if he ever saw a guy in army fatigues, he's pulling over. So he sees a guy, he makes a U-E in the middle of the street. He's talking to this guy, and he recognized the platoon that the guy was from. Man, I know, did you know what? Yeah, I knew him and then there. So the guy was down on his luck, and my father we had like 5 double cheeseburgers left. My father had $20. And in my mind, I'm like, what are you doing, bro? I'm gonna eat that later. When y'all go to sleep, after everybody get there, I'm gonna eat. What are you doing? Like, I'm like, selfish at this point. Like we finally get some change. I get to stop eating army crackers and army cheese. This is my food. So he gives the guy the food, and he gets in the car and he slams the door, and he got a little tear in his eye, and he just looks and says, if you ever make, and like I remember these words, if you ever make it big time, make sure you help those in need. And then on Thanksgiving, he would go to the barracks, round up the troops, and we'd have blankets, we have all the army rations that they were getting ready to throw away, whatever we can, Spam, peanut butter, bread, give it to the homeless people. So those are 3 things that I do today because of what a man that made $30,000 a year taught me. From a woman who was a secretary who probably made $20,000 a year. They taught me that. So, a lot of people, when they look at me and the charities that I do, this is from the heart. Like sometimes when I see people doing charities, I could tell they're just doing it for the moment. Like for example, whenever it's a hurricane relief thingy, people who you never see do anything, all of a sudden they just pop up and they're tweeting about it. Like I tell people all the time, I do a lot of stuff seen and unseen. Like it doesn't matter to me if you know that I just fed 10,000 homeless. That I'm doing this because this was what I was taught. I'm doing it because to walk in there and see a family put a smile on their face for a day, that's just awesome to me. Well, they all have been satisfying. One time, a grandmother had a kid that couldn't walk. I bought her a van. And see, like these are stories that you'll never hear. I bought her a van. Just the other day, I get an email. A little beautiful, and I'll give you her mother's number so you can talk to her. A little beautiful girl that has cancer, A. Marie. So the mom hits me on the email. I don't know if this is your email, but my daughter, she calls you Bubby. She would like to see you. I'm in LA. So I hit her back. I'll be in LA. I'm gonna come see you. This isn't Shaq. I'm like, all right, whatever you say. So I go see her, and she wasn't doing well before I went to go see her. So now that I went to see her spirits are up. She's happy. I told her to hang in there, and just seeing the kid smile. Just seeing the kid smile. It's fulfilling to me, to know that a former high-level juvenile delinquent, who all the experts said was going to be in the army like his father, who all the people said he was going to be a bum, all the people said he wasn't going to do anything, is now the guy that's making kids all around the world smile. That's my thing. I just want to make you smile. It's special because Zappos and Amazon, they're doing most of the work. Zappos has always done a great job in the community, partnering up with communities and school. And we're just, doing what we're supposed to do, give back and just helping families in need. It's a beautiful sight to see kids come out there and just walk through the line and they got 100 different items, sneakers, jackets, book bags, calculators, erasers, Play-Doh. It's a great feeling. I can remember going to school, especially having 5 brothers and sisters, not really having much. I think the most I had on the first day would probably be a spiral notebook, a couple of pencils, a couple of ballpoint pens, and a protractor. I know I always had to have a protractor. I mean, Zappos has always done a wonderful job, and I've always tried to do a wonderful job by coming out with an affordable shoe that looks very expensive. But, if we could take the burden off of everyday hard work, I think it'll, ease up a lot of their stress. So I really respect the hard-working man and woman because I understand what you guys go through because I grew up with that most of my life. And I think it's what made me a great player, understanding what hard work truly is. So the fact that Zappos and Amazon could, hand out items to, make it less stressful for these people, I think it's a great thing. I was always focused on basketball, and whoever created the no pass, no play rule, he's a genius. Because if he wouldn't have had that, I probably wouldn't have really focused on education. But once I had to focus on education, once I met a guy and he turned me into a geek. So I tell children all the time, listen to your parents, educate yourself, and have fun.